I don't want to bother you or cause you any more pain, so I've stayed away. I've tried everything I could think of to keep you at a distance, to push you away, but somehow, no matter what I do, you always come back to me. It's like you forgive me without hesitation, without holding on to the things I've done wrong, and I can't help but wonder why. Why would you choose me, of all people, when you have so many other options? Why would you keep coming back when I've given you so many reasons to walk away? I'm complicated, my life is messy, tangled in ways I wouldn't wish on anyone. I've always believed that dragging you into it would be unfair, and yet here you are, still seeing something in me that I struggle to see in myself. I've worked so hard to put on a front, to act like I've got my life together, so you wouldn't have to worry about me. I smile, I laugh, I pretend I'm okay even when I'm not, and sometimes, I think I've even convinced you. But deep down, the guilt eats at me. You deserve honesty, and I know I haven't always given you that. The truth is, ever since you left, my world has been falling apart. I've been falling apart. Everything feels harder without you, and I've been lost in a way I never thought I could be. But despite the chaos, there's a spark of hope. It's small, but it's there. You brought that back to me. Somehow, even from a distance, you've reminded me that life can be good again. You've made me believe in the possibility of happiness, in the idea that I could be strong enough to face my struggles and come out on the other side. You've helped me find courage I didn't know I had. When I look at myself through your eyes, I see a version of me I can be proud of. You made me feel like I deserve happiness, and that's not something I've always believed about myself. Through you, I've been able to see the beauty in life again. The way you see the world has captivated me since the moment we met. From the very first time I saw you, I felt something I couldn't explain. You looked at me, and it was as though my future became clear, us, together, holding hands on a beach, laughing, splashing in the water, completely in love. Meeting you made me believe in things I'd once thought were silly, like fate or manifestation. It felt like the universe brought you to me, like you were everything I had been searching for without even realizing it. You've been in my heart ever since, and I just need you to know that I'm still here. I haven't forgotten about you. The truth is, there's no me before you. I don't even recognize the man I was before we met. That version of me feels so far away now, and honestly, I'm glad. I think if you could see who I've become, you might actually like him. You might even be proud of him. I'm not the man I used to be. I'm not the one who broke promises or walked away when things got hard. I've changed, and I want the chance to show you that. I want you to see this new version of me, the one who's learning to face his fears and take responsibility for his life. I want to let you into my world, not just parts of it, but all of it. I want you to meet the people who care about me, the ones who would see how incredible you are and understand why you mean so much to me. I wasn't hiding you from them, even though it might have seemed that way. I was protecting you, protecting us. I wanted to keep you safe, away from anything that could hurt us or take you away from me. I know now that I went about it the wrong way, and I wish I could go back and explain it all to you. I wish I could show you how much I value you, how much you've always meant to me. Can we go back to the beginning? Can we start over? I know it's a lot to ask, but I can't stop myself from hoping. I miss you more than words can express, and I just want the chance to prove to you that I'm better now. I want to show you that I've grown, that I've changed, and that I'm ready to be the person you deserve. All I want is to be with you, to build a future together the way I've always dreamed. My love, I miss you deeply. If there's any part of you that still feels the same, I hope you'll let me try again. Your partner deeply misses you and everything you brought to their life. They remember how you always put them first, prioritizing their needs and desires above all else. It wasn't just about the words you spoke or the things you did, it was the unwavering attention and care you poured into them. They missed the way you would make them feel like the most important person in the world, handling their moods and emotions with a calm, steady strength. Even during their most difficult moments, when they were frosty or distant, you responded with patience and grace. You had a remarkable ability to find solutions to their problems effortlessly, and they could always count on you to be their anchor. Your dynamic and spontaneous nature continues to bring a smile to their face whenever they think of you. They cherish memories of how you'd go out of your way to make time for them, even when your schedule was packed. You traveled long distances just to see them, to be present in their life, showing them time and again how much they meant to you. It wasn't easy, and they know that now. Looking back, they realized that the separation probably hurt you even more than it hurt them, but you bore that pain with remarkable positivity. You never allowed bitterness or resentment to take root. Instead, you chose to focus on the good, never wishing them harm even when circumstances were challenging. They deeply admire your selflessness and the way you always carried yourself with kindness and grace. One of the things your partner misses most is your calming presence. Your ability to bring peace and balance to their life is something they now recognize as rare and invaluable. It was this very strength that first drew them to you. You had a way of tolerating their whims and frustrations, even when they were being unreasonable or irritable. Where others might have walked away, you stayed. You showed a level of patience and understanding that made them feel safe and accepted. They remember how, during their lowest moments, when they felt broken or lost, you were always there to help them back on their feet. Your strength and tenacity became a source of comfort and reassurance, something they find themselves yearning for now more than ever. Since you've been gone, their life has not been the same. They feel a deep sense of loss and dejection, as though a guiding light has been extinguished. They miss the space you gave them to grow, the way you forgave their faults and allowed them to mature at their own pace. Your willingness to let them make mistakes without judgment and your ability to see the bigger picture helped shape them into a better person. They know they often tested your patience, but you always responded with forgiveness and compassion, even when they were insensitive or hurtful. You allowed them to learn and grow without ever making them feel small or inadequate. Your partner also misses your leadership in the relationship. You were the one who made decisions when things got tough, the one who kept a clear head when they were overwhelmed by doubt or confusion. They miss how you could see solutions where they saw only problems and how your foresight often saved them from making poor choices. Your insight was a beacon of clarity that guided them through life's uncertainties. To them, you were not just a partner, you were a leader, a confidant, and a source of endless inspiration. Beyond your emotional strength and wisdom, they miss the warmth of your presence in everyday life. They remember how you took care of them, not just emotionally but in practical ways as well. You were a homemaker who brought comfort and joy into their world, a manager who kept everything running smoothly, and even a talented cook who filled their days with the flavors of love and care. They miss the meals you made, not just for the taste but for the thoughtfulness and effort behind each one. Every small act of kindness you showed them now stands out in stark relief, making them realize how much they took for granted. Your partner reflects on all the ways you supported and nurtured them, and they feel the weight of your absence. You weren't just a partner, you were their safe haven, their source of strength, and their greatest supporter. They miss the way you loved them selflessly and wholly, without holding back. Their life feels incomplete without you, and they can't help but long for the stability, care, and love you brought into their world. In their heart, they know that no one could ever replace you, and they hold on to the hope that they might one day experience your warmth and presence again.